Our next guest is a best-selling author, businesswoman, supermodel, and actress. You know from movies like I Feel Pretty and Gone Girl. She's currently starring in Too Much, which is streaming now on Netflix. Let's take a look.
Wow, this is really surreal.
Oh, is it so surreal?
Jessica, what the are you doing here?
Hi! How about that?
Girl, are you good?
No, I'm actually not. And guess what? You're a bitch.
Wow, you just woke me up and called me a bitch? Okay. Jessica, I've dealt with this before, okay? I want to hold space for how you're feeling, and I understand that things might not be perfect right now for you, but you just broke into our home, and it's giving crazy, it's giving psychotic, okay? Are you crying?
Please welcome back to the show, Emily Ratajkowski, everybody. Congrats on the show.
Thank you so much.
It must be nice to be in something that's getting good reviews and resonating with people.
It is. It really sucks when you're in something that's not. So
nobody talks about that a lot,
no
but
one
it
talks
really
about that.
sucks.
Also, no one says that to you, and you know it's doing well when someone's like, "It's getting good reviews."
Right.
So
yeah,
I'm really
when people are like, I've never had a guest on the show who, when they sit down, my first thing is like, "Sorry."
No, nobody. Just no one brings it up. I've unfortunately been in that position.
Have you been like doing promotion where people don't even bring it up?
Yeah. Definitely. Jeez, don't make me name names, but, you know. No, but with Lena Dunham.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Lena's one of those people I don't think I realized how much I missed. I am a huge fan of hers, and it's so lovely. Obviously, this is a show she created. It's autobiographical for her in many ways, and she's in it. And you've known her for a long time.
I've known her for 10 years. I was a huge fan of Girls.
I was a huge fan of Girls. I also...
Yeah, right?
I like how this is sort of also timed out with sort of a lot of 10-year reflection on Girls.
So I just actually rewatched the first 3 seasons, and I think it's kind of gotten better even because it's such a time capsule, and we can really appreciate. I think she was holding a mirror up to us before we were ready. And now it's like, okay, yeah, we were really obnoxious millennials.
Yeah.
I mean, we still are, but
yeah.
you know.
That's very nice that you've admitted that you haven't grown out of it.
No, yeah. I've changed my tone of obnoxiousness.
That's
I think,
growth.
Lena captures in Too Much in this
really
show.
Nice.
It's sort of, it's the 30s, second adolescence, new beginnings thing. But yes, I've known her for 10 years. She was the first person who published my writing. She had me on a podcast before podcasts were annoying.
She was very, she was very ahead of the curve with a lot of things. She was like Brooklyn, podcasts.
That's true.
Blogs.
That's
she
true.
was nailing it.
The Brooklyn thing, Adam Driver.
She gave
us Adam Driver.
She gave us Adam Driver.
I'm always bringing that up. I'm like, that's such a flex.
You're right.
Yeah, she gave us Adam Driver.
I can't even imagine. What would the world be like today?
I can't imagine.
Without
I'm
Adam
a Star
Driver.
Wars head, so,
Really?
I am.
Is your child old enough to be into Star Wars?
No, but he's asked me about it.
Okay,
How old
gotcha.
are your kids again?
My boys are 9 and 7, so they're fully in now.
Okay.
But
and are you rewatching everything and enjoying it?
I'm rewatching it.
Yeah.
I had a really weird. They were angry that I showed it in the order in which they came out.
Oh.
Because when the fourth
But
one.
the best ones are the first ones.
I know, but they don't think that because
they were made in 1977.
No, it's not even that. They just I don't know what it is, but they were so mad when I told them and now the fourth one happens before the first one, and they're like, dude, you up. They don't like prequel storytelling.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And honestly, thanks for saving me.
When the time comes, just do it that way, and then the whole time you'll be excited because
the good ones will be waiting for me. No, he does know about Yoda. He has a Yoda stuffy that we undressed the other day.
Gotcha.
So that was weird.
Undressed.
Well, he had his little Jedi robe on, and he was like, "It's time for night-night. Yoda's got to take off his robe," and I was like, "This will be interesting." Luckily, Yoda had some underwear on. And so
I love that you were like, we're gonna find out together.
We're gonna talk.
Did they put a on the Yoda stuffing?
And they didn't.
They didn't. Thank you. Good instinct.
You never know, though.
You never know.
You never
This
know.
day and age with
Baby
toys.
Yoda is crazy to think about, but okay.
Yeah, no, let's move on.
I feel like we've gotten to a weird place.
Yeah, we have.
It's really great
but I think we got there organically.
Yeah, we did. Which
one of the things that's great about Lena, she writes female friendships so well, but it's not absent of conflict.
Yes.
She also writes conflict so well, and I think in a way, you know, that's so fun to watch and so deeply funny, but also feels so real.
Oh my God.
You know, as we could see from that clip. I mean, imagine you look at a lot of scripts. It must be so nice to read one where you're like, oh yeah, this is how people talk.
This was the first female director I ever worked with, so that was really cool to not only be not only working with my friend, but also a female director. And when you said female conflict, I started thinking about Marnie and Hannah arguing, and I was like, God, those are good. But no, we get to have a bit of that in Too Much. My character and Meg Stelter's character really go on a journey, and it's funny and it's complicated, but it's also really tender, which is nice.
It's been really fun to watch. I have more to ask you. We're going to stick around. Emily will be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Here with Emily Ratajkowski. You're publicly known. You have a social media presence. I assume people approach you all the time, but recently you started getting approached for something, not one of your pieces of work, but...
Yeah, so, you know, it's the TikTok era.
Yeah.
And I love reaching new audiences.
Sure.
And I got a very bad haircut recently.
We have a photo of the bad haircut.
And people don't believe me when I say that. It was really bad.
I will say it doesn't...
Yeah.
Like, here's how I know it's bad. When I see it, I'm like, what were you trying to do?
So, just like the fact that a straight man can appreciate that that's really bad, because I had some friends who were like, I mean, it's like shaggy, like, I don't know. But I'm still kind of dealing with it. There's like weird short pieces. I mean, we've come a long way.
Gotcha.
But yes, I got recognized. This TikTok went viral, which I wasn't even going to make a video about it because I was just sad.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you reach a point where you get creative out of your sadness, which is what happened with this.
Yeah, turn it into content.
Yes, and I was at Whole Foods and this girl was like, so I think I should know you from something else. And I'm sorry, but aren't you the girl who got the bad haircut? And I was like, yeah, that's right. And I had like bad clips in my hair. I was at the Whole Foods by my house, like getting whatever, a salad or something. And she was like, cool, can we take a picture? And it's great, you know? You never know what you're gonna go be known for.
I just hope you felt very seen when
the next time you have me on, it might be for something like that. It might be for my bad haircut. Forget a TV show.
That'd be so funny if you had a TV show, but when you came out, all I wanted to do was talk about the bad haircut. And you're like, oh no, my show's bad.
That's what we're doing. Yes, right. Right. And thank God you led with that. I really appreciate it.
All right, you also had a birthday.
I did.
The cake, you did not request the cake.
I did not. My friend, I invited her and she was like, don't get a cake. I'm gonna bring you a cake. Which is, just to be clear, this is someone who's like a food designer.
Gotcha.
She shows up and she's like, hey, I'm really sorry, but can you come outside? I need help.
Okay.
And
the cake is I think this is a butt. It might even be a birthday butt.
It's actually my butt,
Gotcha.
specifically. The funny part about this was she was like, don't be offended. The cheeks are not as big as I wanted them to be. But we ran out and I was like, it's okay. I am actually slightly offended. But no, it was so fun. It really like kicked off the party. My son his mind was blown.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, a booty butt cake? And then he got to eat some for breakfast. Like, we really partied.
Oh my God,
yeah,
that's fantastic. Was he aware that it was your butt specifically?
I don't think I don't think so.
That's a good idea.
I mean, I don't know how many other butts he's really seen, though. It's probably like, he probably just thinks of that
he probably
as, like,
thinks
the
any
one
butt
and
at this
only
point
butt.
is your butt.
He thinks Baby Yoda's butt is gonna look like,
when he took it off, he's like, he's got your butt, Mom.
He's like, yeah, totally, exactly.
And happy birthday.
Thank
I know
you
this
so
was a while
much.
ago.
No,
but...
it was June. I'm still celebrating. A summer birthday makes it so you can
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
And congratulations on the show.
Thank you
it's
so
wonderful.
much.
It's lovely to see you in it. You guys, this is Emily Ratajkowski.
Thank
Too
you
Much
so
is
much.
streaming now on Netflix. We'll be right back.